for the camp. What are we having, Alexi?
We're having lamb shish kebabs with sweet chili sauce and Bavarian smoked cheese in posh hot dog brioche buns.
I am going to be ready for this.
Here we go.
I'm
Try and
ready.
squeeze that in there and I'll pull the...
Well, mate, this is incredibly tasty. Posh hot dog bun, brioche buns, Bavarian smoked cheese, lamb shish kebabs, and some chili. And some chili sauce. This is great. After a long hike, and body needing a bit of repair work. Alexi, thank you very much, mate.
That one tomorrow.
Yep. Whernside. Supposedly the easier of the 3 peaks. Maybe we should have saved that for the 3rd day when we've got nothing left, but I think get that done and then we just burn all his energy on Ingleborough on the final day. Just realised I've not done my introduction to the video. Welcome to another episode of Bushcraft Dave. This video is going to give you loads of the footage from me and Alexi's camp that we've done in between the 3 peaks walks. In fact, I think what we'll do is you'll have had the first 2 walks. We'll show you this video, which will leave it up in the air as to whether we actually complete Ingleborough or not. Because actually by the time we finish our 2-day camp, it'll be us leaving here to go and do the Ingleborough walk. So I think the 3rd of the 3 peaks will come as the 4th of this batch. I've got some sunburn on my neck already. I mean, look, oh, that looks terrible on camera. Oh, the wife's gonna kill me. Oh no. Alexi's got burnt elbows. I didn't realise how bad it was until I...
Yeah.
That's quite a stark contrast. Oh dear. What are you gonna do? It's the outdoors, isn't it? Enjoying some grub. We're gonna have a beer in a minute. Join us in a second.
So this is the...
Yeah, I bought you a beer. Nearly fell over.
Thank you.
Aunt Bessie's Northern Monk Jam Roly-Poly and Custard Pale Ale.
Of course.
Saw these in the shop. I do love a jam roly-poly and custard. Aunt Bessie's, it's a beautiful thing. What's it saying? Made with plum, apricot, strawberry and custard. We've teamed up with Aunt Bessie to brew this. A sweet, fruity pale ale based on the old school classic jam roly-poly and custard.
Yeah, smell it. Goes well with our lamb.
Oh, you can. I mean, it is just a pale ale, but there's a hint of custard, isn't there?
Mm.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
I hope them sheep aren't going to keep us awake all night.
It's pretty constant at the moment, isn't it?
Especially the one that was either coughing or throwing up earlier on. Making a right noise.
That was half an hour.
And because my phone had run out of battery, we missed the 2 fighter jets that just flew overhead. Absolutely low flying, just over where we were. Ridiculous noise. Yeah, crazy. I don't know whether it's a good thing or not, having the mountain that you're going to walk on the next day, like immediately in front of you.
Looming over you as you sleep.
Yeah.
That's
It's
the easier one.
It's almost mocking us, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the one hiding behind us that's going to give us a real kick up the bum on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's not looking good, is it? I mean, I think we'll be stumbling back to the car after that one. day 2's done. We're back at the campsite. We've had a bit of a plan for day 3. It's absolutely took it out of us, that walk, and we were looking at day 3 as to what I've got planned, which is one of the walks from the Ramblers Guide, which does like a really nice loop from Clapham, not in London, and it's 10.9 miles. We just don't think our legs are going to hack it, especially because tomorrow it's forecast to be about 26 degrees midday. We struggled with the heat today and it was only 22. So here's the plan. Tonight we are going to pretty much take everything down. We ate at the Station Inn just at Ribblehead. I had a delicious beef burger with some beef chilli in it. Very nice, but way too many chips. The chips were beautiful, but way too many. I couldn't stuff any more in. Alexi had a chicken burger, I think, with cheese. But we decided that we need to kind of save time and we need to save energy for tomorrow. So by eating a meal at the pub, which we hadn't intended on doing, it means that we don't have to spend any time back at camp doing meal prep and cooking and eating and cleaning and all of that sort of stuff. So we're back. We're going to shower separately. Thank you. And plan is we're going to take the tarp down. We'll get rid of the barbecue. We'll get that sorted out and put away, and then ultimately we'll empty as much stuff out of our tents as we possibly can, other than the stuff we're sleeping in, the stuff we're going to wear tomorrow. We've got some food sorted for breakfast in the morning, which we'll probably just eat en route, to be honest. Yeah, so the plan is we want to be out of here probably around about 7:30, so that we can start the walk at Ingleton at 8 o'clock. So the route we've got mapped out for tomorrow, rather than being a loop, is direct from Ingleton up to Ingleborough and back again. By doing that, it's knocked about 3.5 miles off the route. We might have a slightly steeper ascent to get to it, but the walk itself now is only 4 hours rather than 5.5 hours, which it was down to be. So we've saved ourselves an hour and a half. We've saved ourselves 3.5 miles. I think that's a win with our legs being the way they are. We will still, or the plan is still, that we will do Ingleborough. We will do Ingleborough. But you'll have to see next week to see if we do it or not, because I think that's the way I'm going to put them out. You can see all this camping malarkey. So yeah, the plan now is to kind of get rid of everything after a shower. I'm going to go shower and then we'll start clear up. So we've moved the tents. Last night I was definitely sleeping on a slope to the point where I'd laid my sleep mat all the way across the tent. I was basically sleeping up against the inner. It was dragging me down, but let me show you what I mean. Just out the back section here, it's difficult to tell, but it is slightly sloping downhill. So I've just moved it forward to what I hope is a bit of a flatter section. Even if I just end up sleeping right across the centre of the tent, and Alexi's had the same plan. He's sleeping just up here, a bit to the right yesterday. He feels like there was just a bit of a slope, so he's found a little hollow, really, a little small dip in it that he's hoping it can just lie in and
yeah, get cradled in.
all sorted. Happy in his little hole. Right, the showers were busy and I've not had time to go yet, so I'm going to go and have another sort. There's only a couple more bits to put in the car, I think, tonight, and then realistically we just get the bits and bobs that are inside the tent, sleep mat, sleeping bag, get all them down, get them in the boot of my car, get the tent down. It'll still be wet, it'll be covered in dew, so I need to make sure I take them out when I get home and dry them. But what time are we on now? 9 o'clock. So we're hoping we're just going to go and sit. There's a barn there that we're going to go and sit in, get out of the way of all midges, give ourselves a bit of a break from the sun, and then hopefully the next thing you should see is in the morning us putting everything away, and that's the end of our camp, but it'll be on to the third of our peaks. I guess see you in the morning. There's today's climb. Well, good morning, we're up and at 'em. We've got the tents all tucked down, everything stowed away, loads of dew on the tents this morning. We couldn't really stick around long enough to let the sun bake the early morning off. But here we are, we're in Ingleton, so we are setting off. You'll have to find out in the next video as to whether we actually make that or not. But yeah, what do you think of the campsite that we're at?
It was nice, spacious, quiet, apart from the sheep.
Very noisy sheep this morning. One ringleader setting them all off. Well appointed though. I liked the fact that it had you could buy loads of camping essentials that you may have forgotten, and gas canisters, even airbeds if something went wrong. So yeah, really good. Full pen farm it was, right in between Ingleborough and Whertonside. Only problem is that both of those massive hills loom large when you're about to set off in the morning. So we're here, we've done our camp, we've prepared as best we can for this final one. See you in the next one to see if we actually did it.
Right, I think I've got it.
Man,
I've got the knack at
this
least.
is the point where I suddenly go, I found it.
I hear the matches, yeah.